TunePocket.com. TunePocket.com.
Good day. Good day to everyone out there. Welcome to the Sean Farrell podcast. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. And let's get right to it. So today we're going to be talking about toxic positivity, the depression edition. It's when you say some positive things to people with the oppression, but it's more often toxic. Positivity. Positive things you say to someone with the oppression, but more often than not, they're toxic. Okay. These are just some of the things that are examples of toxic positivity. Think positive. Just smile. Others have it worse than you. Be grateful. You have so much going for you. Be happy. Cheer up. You're just in a rut. It happens to everyone from time to time. Things aren't that bad. So these are some of the things that are examples of toxic positivity. The first one, think positive. This is unrealistic. That's when depression sets in. Your thoughts become distorted, filtering out anything positive. It's like telling someone to just look at the colors when they can only see everything in black and white. Just smile. This implies that you don't care about another suffering, and it makes you uncomfortable. I was told this by someone a long time ago. They had a special guest speaker come and speak to them, and they said that the speaker said, she has to smile even when she doesn't want to. So, we should always smile. But the example that I would like to use, another example that I would throw in there is, there was an episode of The Simpsons, believe it or not, where Lisa was sad, okay? Where Lisa was sad, and Homer and Marge couldn't figure out why Lisa was sad. And so it was towards the end of the episode where Marge said, Lisa, if you want to be sad, okay? And then after that, Lisa smiled. He said, and then Marge was like, I said you can be you sad anytime you want. You don't have to smile. But Lisa said, but I want to smile. So others have it way worse than you. This indicates you believe they're handling things poorly and you're disappointed in their efforts. Be grateful. You have so much going on for you. This can make someone with depression feel guilty and worthless. They're often logically aware that they have some good things, but depression prevents them from truly experiencing this and experiencing it. Sort of like the holidays, for instance, is Christmas time. Everybody should be happy, but that's not the case for everyone. I mean, yes, you can be thankful for things in your life, but You can still have the oppression and be thankful. Um, I've told y'all, as I've told y'all before, I've done pretty much nothing for Christmas the past couple of years, and I don't know what I'm going to do this year. So, um, so there's a bit of depression and sadness, but I'm still grateful for some things. You know, I'm still grateful, but doesn't mean that I can feel it. Doesn't mean that I can experience it. So, be happy. This is too simplistic and indicates you don't believe depression is a real illness. Alternatively, it shows you've confused depression with sadness. And let me just go back to the example that I used about the Simpsons with Lisa Simpson. Lisa doesn't want to participate in gym class because he's sad. And then Homer says, well, she doesn't look sad. I don't see any tears coming out of her eyes or anything like that. And so, this kind of ties in with Just Smile. Where at the end of the episode, Marge says, Lisa, if you want to be sad, be sad. Then, of course, she cheers up after that. She cheers up after that and starts smiling. So, speaking of cheer up, that's the next one. This invalidates their emotions and shows you don't care about their struggle to dig deeper and actually understand it. What if there was somebody who just lost her husband or just lost her wife? What if someone lost their job? What if someone's dog died? What if someone got into a accident and is in the hospital? What if somebody's going through an ugly divorce? What if somebody's going through a ugly breakup? No, telling him to cheer up, makes it worse. That makes it worse. So they might want to dig a little bit deeper, as he says. You're in a rut. It happens. You're just in a rut. It happens to everyone from time to time. This minimizes their experience. Again, dismisses depression as a real illness. Everyone gets sad from time to time, but not everyone has depression. I think when you're in a rut, you can still shower. You can still get stuff done. You can still brush your teeth. You can still comb home your hair. You can still do laundry. You can still go to the grocery store. So you can do all those things when it feels like you're in a rut. But depression is a whole different monster than just being in a rut. When you have depression, you're unmotivated. You have no energy. And when you not motivated and have no energy, you can't brush your teeth. It's hard for you to take a shower. You can't go to the grocery store. You can't get your laundry done. You can't do a simple task like cleaning the house, wash the dishes. So, a rut and depression, being in a rut as opposed to being depressed, whole nother monster. Whole nother monster. Things aren't that bad. This implies they're being dramatic and their feelings are invalid. Sure, it may not look that bad. It may not be that bad on the outside, but mentally it's bad. But mentally it's bad. It's dark. It's cold. It's unmerciful. is having the feeling of no way out. So things aren't that bad. Yeah, you might see that on the outside, just not on the inside. Because remember, mental illness is invisible. Being depressed is invisible. Being suicidal is invisible. Okay. So, and the negative impacts of toxic positivity are: it invalidates one's emotions, makes one feel guilty for their struggle, minimizes their experience, makes one feel alone or misunderstood, increases shame, increases social withdrawal or isolation, worsens the depressive symptoms, the symptoms of depression, and it signals to them that they are a burden, which makes them shut down and not tell anybody because the stigma is there and they believe they're a burden. That's what I used to believe about myself. I was a burden. And from time to time, I still feel that way about myself. But yeah, depression is no fun. But some alternatives to toxic positivity are: understand that while you don't relate to their suffering, it is very real for them. Okay. Reassure them that you'll get through this together. Acknowledge depression is a real illness and healing takes time. Remember, healing is not linear. Listen empathetically. I gotta say that word slow. Listen empathetically. I hope I pronounced that word right, y'all. Don't just enter a conversation with the intent to problem solve. Instead, enter it with the intention to provide a safe space that allows them to talk without judgment. Reassure them it's okay if they aren't articulating themselves effectively. Depression is disorienting. Yeah. I just want to go back to something that I said yesterday about when I was talking about Halle Drake's suicide attempt and how she felt like a failure trying to make friends. There was a time where I considered myself the embarrassment of my family. You may ask why. Okay? You may ask why. Because if you watch the podcast episode that I did with Emily Beharry, where I talked about where I still live with mom and dad, and how that makes me feel like a complete and total failure, and how it makes me feel less of a man. I'm sorry. It makes me feel less of a man, okay? But I look at myself sometimes as a failure. And you have to fight this nearly almost every day. You have to fight this feeling. I have to fight this feeling every day of feeling like a failure. Being less of a man. because I still live with mom and dad, okay? And it's nearly brought me to the brink of suicide several times. It has brought me to the brink of suicide several times. And it's tough. And it's still tough. But I'm still here. No. I'm still here. Okay. All right. That's it. And that's all for the Sean Farrell podcast. I am out of here. Peace. God bless you all.